Hello, hello. Og Amp. I agree. So, I was thinking about it. I think I actually want to start off this stream with some feels and rewatch the first half of the cutscene from last night, the up to where I saved the end there, because I want to make sure that I'm aware of what happened. Make sure I remember the details, etc. So I'm gonna rewatch the 5 minutes or whatever of the feels. Let's do that first. Also, I'm going to spend a minute complaining about shipping. So, on eBay, I ordered this controller right here, Ori Turbo controller. And it's gone from New York City, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Albany, New York. If I look at a map, here's like New York State, Massachusetts, New Hampshire. It's gone from here in New York all the way over here to Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, which at least is like headed north, right? It's kind of somewhat in a direction. Then it went up here to New Hampshire. And now it's all the way back over here in Albany. So it's gone from here, 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 and here. Like, how does any of this make sense? To add to my annoyance with shipping, I ordered that interface off Amazon, that audio interface. Let's pull up the tracking details from that. Origin scan in Connecticut. Departure scan in Connecticut. Arrival scan in Syracuse. And then, oh, just kidding, it's in Connecticut. Like, where even is Windsor, Connecticut? I don't know. This is Connecticut anyway, down here. This is Syracuse over here, which is where packages like frequently go to get to where I am. I live up here. So like, for all of these cases, this is where everything is trying to go to. But yeah. Arrival scan East Syracuse. Oh, your package wasn't received. It's actually in Connecticut. Where the fuck is it? Okay. Let's I guess I don't need yesterday's chat on it. Let's rewatch this. My desktop audio here. Yeah. Yep. Fuck over myself. I thought about jumping, and I'm like, there's obviously beams near this wall. We'll rewatch this shortcut scene. Jumping that looked like it'd be really shortcut scene.
Can't stop the bleeding.
If it lets you save in the middle of this cutscene.
Hal.
I'm here. Got the disc. Emma said
So I should
everything
save
up.
and then stop, is
Apparently,
what
all
you're
you have to
saying.
do is pop in the disc.
I remember that this gets to like 90%. Alright. What I'll do then.
That should insert the virus into the AI.
Is it working?
Just leave it to Emma.
Just leave it to Emma. I mean, she's lying bleeding, but...
An antibody agent?
Damn, the connection's been cut.
Disconnect.
Is the virus upload complete?
Emma invented 90%.
The count stopped at 90%. Otacon.
I don't think Emma's made any mistakes. But a portion of the worm cluster might have been altered after the disc left Emma's hands. By the Patriots?
Will the virus still work?
I have no idea.
Hal, is everything all right?
It's all right. Everything's all right.
It's alright.
Good.
Snake's shaking his head, but...
At least I won't be adding another page to our family's dark history.
Yeah, that's right. What if the virus doesn't work?
Either destroy that thing, or take out Solidus and his men.
How do we get on board?
I don't think we can. Unless somebody inside gives us a hand.
Hal.
What are we trying to get on board?
I
The arsenal?
always-
What is it?
Where her glasses come from, right?
wanted to see you again.
You don't hate me?
Never. I never wanted to get in your way. I never wanted to hurt you. I thought that with Arsenal, if I followed in your footsteps, I could be closer. I just wanted you to look at me. Look at me as a woman.
That's weird.
Never do that.
Don't be
That's
so
weird.
honest.
I agree.
It
I agree with my yesterday self.
Sorry.
Can I ask you one last
Is she your sister?
Sure.
Well, not your sister, but
Call me.
his sister?
Call me Emma.
What?
Please call me Emma.
Or is she not? There was something about, like, same mother or same father or something, like, not fully your sister? Stepsister? Yeah.
What's wrong with EE?
I mean, they have the same last name.
Emma? Emma?
But don't you know that if you're bleeding out, you can just, like, crouch down and crawl for a while and you'll get your health back?
Answer me.
She didn't listen to the tutorial. Needs to hear more of the lore. She'll probably be fine. Gotta let her live, right? I mean, maybe not, but... yeah, she'll definitely be fine. It's certainly possible that she'll live. I agree. Not ruling anything out. Certainly possible.
I didn't leave you. Because of the accident. I had a relationship with your mother.
What?
She seduced me. And it went on.
What?
Father's death
was no accident. He took his own life. It was my fault. All my fault. Forgive me, Emma.
Well, that's weird. I agree, my yesterday self. That's weird. Gray Fox died like 3 times? Yeah. Probably die 3 more before we're over with. What is with Kojima and birds? We had Raven. We got this parrot dude. Full disclosure, I am on board with this whole bird theme. Ow? Ow? Flying types are the best Pokemon, so... I was questioning it yesterday, but...
Attention. Arsenal gear is ready for launch.
Not complaining.
Evacuate the upper levels immediately.
Sounds like they're cutting this area loose. What do you mean?
It means we're gonna sink.
We have to get the hostages out.
What about the Camov repairs?
Done.
We won't be able to get everybody aboard.
We'll just have to take as many as we can.
My sister
Name a 3rd bird.
won't be able to come with us.
We will be commencing the countdown shortly. Personnel
You gotta put me on the spot like that.
The evacuation area immediately.
Hind D. That's a bird.
I'm always the survivor. Why, Wolf?
Could have at least said Harrier. Nope. Why wolf? Definitely Hind D. Hyper wolf.
Otacon, take care of the hostages.
What about you guys?
We got other arrangements. There's our ride out of here. Anyway, we're gonna have to sink that thing if the virus doesn't work.
I should be going with you.
You've got your job, we've got ours.
You mean I'd only get in your way?
Wrong. Only you can save those hostages. Got it?
Right. Listen, the 2 of you won't be able to destroy that thing. Eliminate the enemy. That's your only option.
Yep. Parrot. Ow.
E? Damn!
Otacon. Try to get as many hostages out as you can. It's a short flight to the shore, so don't worry about overloading the Camov.
Leave it to me.
Secret handshake. Got the secret handshake and everything.
I repeat, personnel
Oh,
in the
man.
upper levels. Head for the evacuation area immediately.
I'm counting on you, Otacon.
Nobody should have ever given Kojima money.
Al, I miss you. Al, I miss you.
Right in the feels. Yeah, I know.
I miss you. I miss you.
Bible thump. Bible thump. I'm glad. I've had some bourbon.
You
Already
and me,
balling along with him.
we're the same.
I've not had any bourbon tonight,
Good thing she's
so
got
short hair. Or I'd have gotten way more attached.
Both you and I, we were always alone. Always. We only wanted to be loved.
Longest left.
We were always waiting. Waiting for somebody. Somebody who would love us, but we were wrong. You can't wait to be loved. You have to go out and find it. 4 years ago,
Is that my
I
problem?
realized that you can't just wish for a happy family. You have to make it happen.
Make
I only
your
wish
happy
I knew
family?
that sooner. I learned that I could love, as you probably did, Emma.
You think he's gonna be okay?
He's tougher than he looks. Consider it done.
Now, how do we open this thing?
You can come out now.
A ninja? What the?
Arsenal's going to take off. We still need you to take care of a few things. This time, don't fail us.
Snake, what's this all about?
Bedtime, Raiden. I would do that.
You're changing sides now?
Change sides? I don't recall saying I was on yours.
Damn it. You!
Ready for some shut-eye?
Interesting. Zap. Zap. Always relevant, dude. Zap is always relevant. Always a zap. Hey, Lavkin, I'm rewatching the scene from last night. We'll get going into the game in a minute, but this is a replay of last night's, just to make sure, like, once I stopped halfway through the scene at the save point, like, A, B, wanted to go through it. B, all in one. Alright. Well, this is the end of it anyway.
Jack, are you reading me? Do you want to save your mission data up to this point?
Alright. That's where we stopped yesterday. Now, the adventure continues. Yep, here we go. Sorry, I'm gonna skip the main theme this time. Yeah, I know. Load. Yes. Load completed. Let's go.
Is he still alive?
He was when Olga brought him in. I've checked everything, including the genome data, but there's nothing on this guy. NSA, CIA, FBI. He doesn't exist in any database. He's a non-existent operative from a non-existent organization.
I suspected as much. However, I know this man.
Am I gonna need to mash again?
Wake him up.
That's not gonna torture me. Repeat of worst part of MGS1.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Jack the Ripper?
You know this fellow?
You remember me, don't you? You've grown. High concentration of cerebral implants. Have they altered your memory, too?
I was only joking. I didn't mean it.
This is my son. I taught him everything. Jack, I never thought I'd see you again.
You know me?
You don't remember. Your name, your skills. Everything you know, you learned from me.
Who are you?
The 80s. The Civil War. You were one of the best among the child soldiers that fought in that conflict. When you were barely 10 years old, you became the platoon leader of the Small Boy Unit. At the time, your outstanding kill record earned you several nicknames, including White Devil and Jack the Ripper.
Was this guy Big Boss? I know everybody keeps saying Big Boss is dead, but I kept saying he wasn't really dead.
Disappeared from the relief center.
I wonder if this is him.
I wondered what happened to you. I should have known they would recruit you.
It's an interesting coincidence.
If he's a lackey for the Patriots, I doubt he knows anything of interest.
What should we do with him?
We'll use him like you suggested.
What about Dead Cell?
Ignore them. Happening again?
Could it be that he's here too?
In another hour, we demonstrate the power of Arsenal gear.
Attack with standard weapons, of course.
Yes, proceed as planned.
At last report, all is well with GW.
How about the troops?
The men are being refitted with Arsenal gear equipment as ordered. You're the spitting image of Big Boss.
Is that so? Perhaps I should be grateful to this kid for that.
So, Big Boss, but not Big Boss?
This situation, I find it very nostalgic.
Where am I?
Why, inside Arsenal gear, of course. Actually, we're also inside the memory of Shadow Moses. I'll take this back. You don't need this anymore, do you? A foul wind is blowing. We shall speak again.
Don't move. Stay as you are. We're being monitored by a camera.
What are you up to?
I'm switching over to nanocommunication.
Mr. X? Ninja?
Correct. It's me.
I thought you were the leader of the Russian troops.
No, that was just a smokescreen.
A smokescreen?
I was sent to provide you support.
Support? Who sent you? The Colonel?
No, the Patriots.
What?
I deceived my troops, betrayed them.
But why?
My child is being held hostage by the Patriots. It all started 2 years ago when I lost my father during the tanker incident. My men and I had nowhere to go, so we joined forces with an illegal Russian organization.
The Russian Mafia?
Something like that, actually. I learned much later that it was a subordinate organization of the Patriots. I was expecting at the time. When I gave birth to my child, it turned out I was in a hospital run by the Patriots. In the morning, my child was gone. My baby is being kept somewhere in this country.
Have you ever met your child?
No. Once a month, they send me a photo of my child via network. I've never even held the child in my own arms.
I see. Given your situation, nobody can blame you for what you did.
That's your opinion.
What about Snake? I thought you were enemies.
He wasn't responsible for my father's death. Actually, we owe him our lives.
What?
2 years ago, they were responsible for getting us out of the sinking tanker alive.
So you were partners since the incident?
No, I only found out the truth shortly before this.
Huh?
When I confronted him here.
You fought with Snake? When?
Well, it was around the time you were holding hands with that girl.
Snake.
It's better.
So you joined hands with him to pay back a debt?
No, mutual gain.
Mutual gain?
My job was to assist you. If Solidus gets away with Arsenal, your mission is a failure. The Patriots would judge that as failure on my part and terminate my child. Putting it
Nick stealing our boss by 10 out, right?
My child's life depends on your success.
So you did it all for your child. But why would the Patriots want to help me? Are they hoping I'll take Solidus out?
No, you're just like me. We're just pawns.
Pawns for what purpose?
The S3 plan.
Huh?
You'll figure it out sooner or later, but I wonder if you'll handle the truth.
What
Better
do
a
you mean?
pawn than a prawn, I
Listen,
guess.
We haven't got time for this. Solidus will commence his attack any minute. He's got to be stopped.
What about the virus?
No results so far. I think the Patriots have tampered with the program.
Will it work?
I don't know.
Get me out of this thing.
Not
This is for the
yet.
game just switches
I'll
to Notepad++
release your
and I have to
restraints
fix the
after I leave
virus,
this
because
room.
I'd be okay with
Where's
that.
my gear?
Snake's got everything. I couldn't bring it here.
And where do I find Snake?
Notepad++, the true final
The
boss.
passageway ahead leads to a hangar. He'll be waiting there. I gave him a card key for the hangar.
Does Snake plan to destroy Arsenal gear?
No, even for Snake, it's impossible to completely destroy this thing. The only option is to stop Solidus and his men.
What are you going to do?
Stay concealed. That's my role. I still can't afford to be discovered.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
Sharing is caring. Ding.
Jack, are you all right?
Oh, yeah.
Jack, is it true? What Solidus said?
Yes.
It's unbelievable. Drafting small children, sending them to war? It's not allowed under international conventions.
ICC rules don't mean a lot in war. Someone told me that there are over 300,000 children in combat right now. I was just one of them.
So you remember. I thought your memory had been manipulated by them.
It was. But I have nightmares every day. Pieces of the past I can't put together.
Why didn't you tell me?
You couldn't begin to understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
I didn't want you to get hurt. There was never a real reason for me to fight, except that someone put a gun in my hand. And that someone was him.
It wasn't your fault.
If I survived the day's fight, I was praised, fed, and had a bed to sleep in. I think I was only 6 when I held my first AK. But I'm not even sure of that.
Jack.
And that
I'm not like
exposition.
Snake.
Yep.
I never questioned why we fought. There was no purpose, no way out. They give you a gun, you ask how many to kill. If you didn't, you were the one they shot instead.
It's okay. No one is blaming you.
We were shown Hollywood action films every day. The kind with macho guys and big guns. They call it image training. They built us from the ground up into killing machines. We were fed once a day. I can still taste the gunpowder they mixed into the food.
Gunpowder? In the food?
The gunpowder had toluene in it, giving it hallucinogenic properties. It kept us drugged, controllable.
Oh my God!
When the Civil War ended, those of us who survived were taken in by NGOs. They gave me a new life in the States. I can't complain. But nothing's changed. The only people who have no problem with my past have secrets and agendas of
Look a
their
rank?
own.
Oh no, it's just her.
Terrible nightmares. Every night. I can never forget.
Jack.
I'm
Kind of like a
afraid
rank
of the
thingy
night.
at first.
That's why I don't sleep next to you.
You should have told me.
Told you what? That I'm a killer? And always have been?
No, no.
What I hate more than anything else in the world is my own past. I didn't want you or anyone to know about it.
I don't think she wanted to know about it
I know
either.
why I was chosen for this mission. No one can take him on, take him down, except me. I've been kept alive this long for this. I knew as soon as I saw Solidus.
Jack, I love you the way you are now. You have to believe me. I didn't know anything about you, I admit that. Where you were born, how you grew up. But I know that now. And I know that what I feel for you can only get better. And I'll share in your past if that's the price.
It doesn't work that way. No one can share the burden of what I've done. It's not one of those warm and fuzzy things couples share.
I accept the good and the bad, Jack. That's what you do for someone you love.
I don't want to share my past with anyone. I just want to forget about it.
Jack, I haven't told you, about what I've done.
The last 2 years with you, it's been more than I've ever hoped for.
Jack.
But I can't go any farther. I know you want to get married. But I can't. I can't risk starting a family. There's no way to erase my childhood.
It's all right, Jack. Please, don't say any more.
Alright. And now I get to run around naked for a while. That's not exactly what I wanted to happen. Want the ration. That's all. Can't go in that one.
Raiden, do you copy? You must continue your mission.
I've lost all my gear. I need to locate Snake.
He was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I can't do much naked, especially in this temperature.
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
I think Snake has my gear.
Raiden, take out Solidus and his men. You must recover Arsenal intact.
Colonel, are you under orders from the Patriots?
Your role, that is, mission, is to infiltrate the structure and disarm the terrorists.
My role? Why do you keep saying that?
Why not? This is a type of role-playing game. The point is that you play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
What?
That I've never met you in person. Not once.
Complete your mission, according to the simulation.
Colonel, who are you?
No more questions. We have Rosemary.
What do you mean by that?
Over and out.
His voice was doing some funny stuff too, like... Probably not even really the Colonel. No description, just that clip. Don't know about the rest of the board, but Pulexa will accept it. I don't know about that. I don't know if I should be going up the stairs or, like, keep sneaking past people. Let's go upstairs. One of those, like, overhead shots showed a ration, and I want it.
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry, it's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are you talking about?
Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east.
Like
it was
the
moving
sun?
very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me. And when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Huh?
Fine. Forget it.
The fuck is happening, dude?
Infiltrate the enemy fortress, Outer Heaven. Destroy the final weapon, Metal Gear.
Stuff there.
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
Okay. I'll go home. You can stop Metal Gear. Oh no. There's that ration that I wanted. It is down there. There's stuff there too.
Variety level 13. Rescue Meryl, the return of Ginola.
I have to watch these again.
Even my
I can't. Oh, I can punch, but I can't. But I can't grab people.
No, this isn't happening. Jack, you have to answer me. Jack! Jack!
Well, that's weird. Shut up. Come on, dude. Face the other way. I agree. Weird that it starts on that call.
infiltrate.
Where was that stupid ration, dude? Oh no.
Who's there? Who's there?
Oh, there were stairs over here. Oh, apparently I can't cartwheel through him.
Jack, what's going on? Answer me! Jack! Jack!
Wow, spoilers. He said something different that time, and I skipped through it because I thought it was going to be the same. Alright, let's go up here. Get the box again.
Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't. I think you should know, though. On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving Rosemary's room. How should I put it? It was like they were intimate. I'm sorry. Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but...
Everything you know about corrugated paperboard. Nice. I definitely did not do that when I played MGS1. What? The camera sees me when I'm in the box? Oh no. That must have been what happened last time.
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you.
pretty sure I'm just gonna die again. Yep. Okay. The next time,
What's going on?
get the box,
Answer me!
then go back
Jack!
downstairs,
Jack!
and then go up the far stairs. That's the plan.
Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have anything else to do with your time?
Oh, I don't. That was the one I skipped a second ago, okay.
Even my patience.
Alright, can I go back out here to, like, reload the room? Do I still have the box next time I die?
Infill.
This dude's annoying.
Kawanishi, Osabuchi, Kino no Gibashi, Takayama, Ugusun Mori, Suzumiga Taki, Tada, Yamano, Ichinotori, Onino, Yamashita, Sasabe, Afudai, Tokudai, Miyokenguchi.
Is that like credits or something like that? Names of people who made the game?
Hmm?
Just a box. It's just a box. The box is gone. Rip box? I feel like I probably want the box.
Actually, there is some.
Huh?
No, no. It's. He's seeing if I can get my box back, but.
I'm under attack. Stay alert.
Understood. All units exercise extreme caution.
An anemone or clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When pruning them, it's a good idea to wear gloves.
I don't think something's wrong with the kernel. I think that's not the kernel. Oh no. There's a camera and a dude. Alright. Guy's always telling us how to prune
North
things.
American fall webworm in my past life.
North American fall webworm.
Days. What were you in your former life?
This guy doesn't see me. Dude, you have a naked guy staring at you, and you're just like... Oh, man. How do I... These guys are their best soldiers.
President Baker should be somewhere to the south of where you blasted through the wall. Hurry and save him before the terrorists discover his code.
Alright, well, I didn't keep the box. Sending colon. Well, that's weird.
Actually, I'm in really bad shape financially. I pay money to my ex-wife as part of our divorce settlement, among other bills. I just had no choice but to make you pay for lunch the other day. I'm really sorry.
Speaking of paying for things, I got free dinner tonight. So I got a combo, appetizer combo, and they only brought part of it out. And then they came to like give us the checks, and I'm like, am I gonna get the rest of my food? And the guy's like, oh no, we forgot it.
Return of Ginola.
So he brought me the rest of my food. It was ready, it was made, and then I didn't have to pay for it.
I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Blackjaw Space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey Rock. I need scissors. 61.
You don't say. What? What is happening? I'm not sure.
PSG-1? You can use that against Sniper Wolf. Hurry up and save Meryl.
I have no idea if this is a case of like, is my character hallucinating?
Your mission is to infiltrate the Fortress Galluade, rescue the hostages, and neutralize Metal Gear before its assembly is complete.
Like, I'm not sure if it's something wrong with, like, the Colonel, or something wrong with me. I can't do anything with either of these doors, though. And that makes me real sad. Okay, this was actually somebody different.
Jack, it's me.
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence. I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me?
Yes, by the Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word. Are you still
Got
there?
like a name tag,
Was
but
sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
can't
How
tell what
could
it
anyone?
says.
I can't
It looks like
excuse
her.
what I did. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Must have been fun.
But some things I didn't tell anyone. Like what I felt for you.
So that's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last minute?
I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong.
No matter where I go, I get used.
I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about.
And you do have nice hair.
You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have gone over my psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. Had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me. It hurt to play out this artificial romance. It was worse to lie to myself than to you. The more love you gave me, the more it hurt. Because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
So it was artificial on my end, too. It was just a game, not the real thing.
No, it was just a box.
Oh, Jack.
I feel better knowing that.
What?
I was in love, or thought I was, with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be someone I wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are. The person I knew isn't real. She's not the woman I'm talking to right now. In a sense,
You're at least gonna, like,
the
help me save
deception
my
was
game when I
own,
need to still,
not
right?
theirs.
Jack,
Like-
I thought I was acting because that was my job. But I did fall in love with you. That wasn't an act.
You expect me to believe that? It's okay. You had your reasons, right? Hey, I understand, but I have nothing left to...
Jack!
What?
I'm carrying. I'm pregnant, Jack.
Rose, what's going on?
Amazing how you walk around like that.
Snake!
Been waiting long?
You mean Iroquois Pliskin.
Where's my gear?
Right over there. That's more like it. Everything you had when you were captured is still there. Sorry about earlier. I had to use you as bait to gain access to Arsenal. It worked.
Why didn't you tell me about Olga?
You never asked. Not happy about that? Get over it.
Any effects of the virus yet?
Still waiting on that.
So, it was rigged by the Patriots?
Looks like it. From what I can tell, Arsenal is headed for Manhattan. I don't know what Solidus is planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's also a troop of production model Rays ahead.
How many units?
25, according to Olga.
25?
Oh,
Yeah.
only 25
Can't
Metal
say
Gears.
I've faced that many Metal Gears before.
Metal Gear.
I think we can deal.
No way we can.
We can, because we have no other choice.
How?
But the next
I've
boss
stocked
fight,
up on Stinger
25
missiles.
Metal Gears.
Oh yeah, Olga left this for you.
I'm playing on normal.
Why?
Olga asked me to give it to you. Besides, I'm not a big fan of blades. Move the right stick up and down to make a vertical slice, and left and right to slice parallel to the ground. Move the stick in a circle to do a rotating cut. Push it forward to lunge and strike. You can guard with your blade if you have the L1 button pressed down. You should be able to deflect a bullet or two.
It's a lightsaber too. Oh, I wasn't trying to actually... The hell?
What are you thinking?
I don't know. You're just standing there like an idiot, and you gave me a sword staring at you. What am I supposed to be thinking?
Come on, time to go. If you run out of ammo, you can have mine.
You got enough?
Absolutely. Infinite ammo.
Wait up, Snake.
What?
What? What is going on?
Snake, have you ever enjoyed killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that.
No, it was field training when I was a kid. I lied, Snake. I have more field experience than I can remember. It's not VR that's doing this to me.
Raiden, we don't carry guns to take people down. We're not here to help some politician either.
You can say that because you're a legend, a hero. I'm Jack the Ripper, a dirty reminder of a terrible mistake.
Legends don't mean a whole lot. I was just a name to exploit, just like you.
People will remember only the good part, the right part of what you did.
There's no right part in murder, not ever. And we're not in this to make a name for ourselves.
Then what are you and Otacon fighting for?
A future? You can stop being part of a mistake, starting now.
What am I? What am I supposed to do?
Am I supposed to just attack Snake again? Because that was kind of fun.
Find something to believe in, and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem. Come on.
Great. So I've got a sword for some reason.
Snake, Raiden.
Otacon, you all right?
Yeah, so are all the hostages.
That's good news.
How's everything on your end?
All right for now, but there is something.
What?
The Colonel's last transmission was strange.
Strange? How?
Just strange. No idea.
Interference?
I don't know.
Where is this Colonel?
I don't know. I've never met the man, actually.
I'll dig around.
Thanks. I owe you one.
If there's anything else, call me on the codec. I might
Maybe
be able to help.
the Colonel and Rose and all them are
141.12.
actually made up by Arsenal or GW, I guess. And the virus that's being uploaded from Emma's thing is what's caused them to go all funny.
Don't fall behind. Get in there! We're going in. Get in there! Now,
Where are you guys?
Don't push yourself.
Hello? Alright, that hurt.
Raiden, about this colonel of yours. I found out where he is.
Where?
Dead?
Inside Arsenal.
What?
I've checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal. It isn't a relay point, it's the origin of the signal.
I mean, okay.
And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI.
Yep.
The so-called GW.
I said it was coming from GW.
What the hell does this mean?
I think it means
Yep.
you've been talking to an AI.
That's impossible.
The kernel probably isn't GW per se. GW was most likely stimulating cortical
DQ11.
activity in the dormant part of your brain through signal manipulation of your own nanomachines. The kernel is, in part, your own creation, cobbled together from expectations and experience.
That's crazy.
But it's probably the truth. The virus may be starting to affect GW,
Yep.
which would explain the kernel's behavior.
That's what I said, alright.
An illusion? Everything I've done so far?
Raiden,
Snake, what's happening around here?
I don't know. What I do know is that you're standing right here in front of me. Not an illusion. Flesh and blood.
Huh?
It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
No, I can't do that. Let's go.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. Like, not the game made it overly obvious or anything. At least for the last 12 hours.
They've got Rose.
What?
Rose is being held in the holds.
It's a trap.
Rose!
Raiden, get a grip.
But Snake...
It's a trap. Since the Colonel doesn't exist, there's no way he can take Rose hostage.
Yeah, you're right.
I am right.
Okay. Does Rose exist?
Don't be weird. She's your...
What if I've never really met her?
What?
If the Colonel is something that I partly dreamt up, then everything I remember about her could be...
Don't jump to conclusions.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the Colonel never existed.
Raiden!
Is this what Olga was talking about?
Maybe Snake never existed. Maybe Metal Gear never existed. Man. You have a sword? I have a grenade launcher. So. What? Oops, that snake. Good thing I missed. Hello?
Fortune.
It's been a long wait, Solid Snake. The root of all my sorrows.
What?
2 years ago, you killed my father. That was the beginning of hell for us. Everyone I love has been taken from me one by one, and no matter how hard I try, I can't follow them. An endless nightmare. The only thing we live for is to see it end. Our wait is almost over.
You can't be serious about firing the nuke.
Since no one can kill me, I may as well kill everyone I can.
I mean, that's a good way to look at it.
Starting with you, Solid.
I mean, you can redirect bullets, but can you redirect
Looks like
swords?
Today's pick. You go on ahead. You want eternal rest? I've got it right here.
What are you gonna do? Bullets can't get near her.
I'll think of something. There's no such thing as a witch.
You think you can kill me?
I don't know what your group's been through, but let's get one thing clear. I didn't kill your father.
Do you think anyone believes your lies?
Raiden, get out of here!
Literally fought a gas mask psychic who threw vases and paintings at you. You're not wrong. I had to plug my wireless controller into the other wireless port and everything.
Jack, I've been watching how you fight. It looks like you've remembered the way you used to kill in the old days. Or is it one of the S3 plan's proud achievements?
What are you talking about?
It came as a complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack? I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival, it was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy.
Solidus who's talking at me.
Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was absolute, split between life and death. You ran from it, and now you've been led back to war by something less than real. No more games, Jack. At least you know. There's no reason to keep you alive now. I've given you a worthy opponent, at least. But now, you should die as the little Jackie boy I once knew.
Little Jackie boy. This is very loud. I mean, alright, I got some missiles, right? All the rest of them are just there in the background. My health is also like slowly going down this whole time. Except now, where it's just like stuck at none. Part of me wonders if I should just like die. I'm kind of guessing that, but
Raiden, respond. Raiden!
All right. Wow. Dude, stop staggering your shot so much. Ah. No! Saw those too late. Oh, that guy's not dead. What? I thought he was just like in the throes of doom or something. Come on! What? Why did you cartwheel into the wall, dude? What's the dodge? That's all. There's a ration in the center too. I want it. Unfortunately, there's also Metal Gear in the solid, or in the solid, in the center. Ah! No, don't crawl! There it kicks. I'm currently fighting about 25 Metal Gears at once, so yeah, I'm having a blast. F. Knew I was taking a chance on that one. No! Oh no. I'm so toast. No way, Jose. Oh my god. Things are really
I expected a little more.
What do you mean it's no use? I was going strong. I must have gone through half of them. Or close to it. Normal has you do 12.
Oh, but don't do this! They'll know!
I'll hold them off. Give you time to get away.
What about you? This is suicide!
Your nanomachines, they're transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots. If you die, my child dies.
The extreme makes you fight all 25.
The child.
I see. So that's why you sold your troops out to me.
Honestly, like, fighting all 25 wouldn't be that bad. It'd be tedious, but...
Weren't they your comrades?
No, not
like, they've got
comrades,
relatively predictable
family.
patterns.
I know I'm going to help, but at least my child.
I applaud your attitude. If you have a death wish, I'll be happy to accommodate you. See you in hell!
Faster when you shoot them in the knees, really. I noticed a few times they seem to take more damage than others, but I wasn't sure if it was when I hit them in the knee first, or it was random, or what.
Liv! You have to!
Oh, God!
Oh, alright, that makes sense, I guess. The thing is like, when the ones in the background were spamming their missiles, I couldn't really stay in one place, so Like, I'd hit a couple times, I hit them in the knee, and then like, by the time I got another chance to shoot, they were already back up.
What's going on? What's wrong with it?
AI, GW, it's out of control.
What?
Yeah, I definitely remember that from MGS1 also. The attacks varied based on how far away you were. The knee missiles sucked for sure. Especially when I would randomly just like somersault into the wall or something and get
Reading an abnormal impulse cascade
stuck.
throughout the neural network. I can't shut it down.
What happened?
Maybe some kind of virus.
The Patriots?
I don't know.
Ocelot, what have you been up to?
It's too late. Arsenal's system control is going haywire. It's on an emergency ascent course.
Oh yeah, I knew that. I wasn't like super paying attention to my health during the fight, but it didn't seem to consume rations once it got down, so it was fine. It wouldn't seem to actually kill me. I didn't find the P90 yet. I'm shooting them with rockets and he's just got a little submachine gun.
You still have some use.
I've captured Snake.
Snake?
Bring him in.
Yes. Might want to take a break here.
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW.
I mean, I'm
the
okay for
Arsenal
now.
AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you.
I do probably want some water or something soon, but
I'll squeeze the
in
answers
no
out of
rush.
you instead, my son.
Oh no.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
Please no mashing.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no
believe it.
philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the
Hey, Shadow Killer.
Patriots. They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12
MGS2's
members
been
of the Patriots
really good so far.
Wiseman's Committee.
A couple issues with like controls and stuff,
Once you knew
but
who they were, you would cross out their names
been a lot
one
of fun.
by one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Were you any different?
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan
I
was
hate
conceived
exercise.
as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel. An orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Ames and the President's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Foxdie. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? Ames' own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well. As for the President, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Foxdie. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW. Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus.
yeah, if you died to that and had to refight the Rays, that would suck.
Story. He's one of our own people. A sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel would provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, You're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound. We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
So does that mean that now I start playing MGS2?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake.
Which is actually just MGS1 again?
I wonder now,
Infinite
who sent for you?
Inception.
All our misfortune was just
MGS
part of the
loops.
project? How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo.
Magnets?
Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your Dead Cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No!
You were hamming it up as the tragic heroine, thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you. Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune.
Contradicting himself too. He said it wasn't magic, and then he said it was magnets. But everybody knows that magnets are just magic.
Thought I got her in the heart.
It missed.
Now I remember. Your heart's on the right. Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural, only cutting-edge technology. Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from the exercise. Just try.
He He's got tentacles that shoot rockets, but the real fear are those two swords. What are those wakizashis?
How's this then?
Damn. Guy doing Ocelot's voice? Yeah, I bet. Ocelot's awesome.
Fortune!
You idiots! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Everybody down!
What the? Impossible!
Dude, I was able to dodge those by cartwheeling. I'm not impressed.
She is Lady Luck.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier. I can see my family again.
Damn! Try this instead. No! No! No, not now! Brothers! Liquid!
I've been waiting for this! It can't be.
I mean, it pretty clearly is.
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
You were inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
You're the only one that can free me. After all... I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host? But before I go, I have a family matter to settle with both of you. There's room for only one Snake and one big boss. Time to say goodbye!
Damn!
Like surfing, it's a good way to go. Snake, you coming?
Snake! The great part is I can't tell if the game is over with, if the game is just getting started, or if the game is like, you know, hey, I've got like one last boss fight. It's kind of what I'm expecting, but as far as I know, the game could just be starting. Now the real game starts. It had me saved, so like, there's gotta be more to it. Oh, really? I believe that.
Federal Hall.
What are you laughing at?
Do you know what day it is today?
April 30th?
Bruce
right.
kept asking the same thing.
George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence, the dawn of a new nation, here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule, liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack, it's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation. The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles. Cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort. When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well. All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy, my mark in history. But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty!
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution.
Oh man, anything that evolves out of the White House has to be just like...
Formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
Right, now we're talking about fake news.
Data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context?
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you?
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that it would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best, and you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
Yep.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
I'm gonna take a nap here
The individual
soon.
is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity.
I bet
The
Amazon
S3
could give you a
is
different
system
definition for
controlling
S3
human will
also.
and consciousness.
Simple storage
S3
solution.
Is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid
I think.
Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
Yes.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof. Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to...
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
Jack, my son. My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents. I claimed
more
you for
cutscenes.
my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop. Your own double helix.
Your own dragon loop.
It's time we were both free. I have other reasons for wanting you dead.
Dude, he's got two swords.
The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you.
What?
The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex, and throughout the neural network they formed.
This dude was the president of the United States. Yeah, I guess so.
Brace yourself.
Dude, I don't know about that, Callie. Some of the old presidents were really good sword fighters. Wasn't it like Andrew Jackson or one of them that used to like routinely duel people? It was time to duel. I wonder how body armor works against swords.
Is that the best you... What's wrong with you? Take this!
How do I put out the fire?
Is that the best you can do? Hey! What the? What's wrong with you?
Did I not?
What are you doing? What's wrong with you? Hey! Take this!
That was not exactly what I wanted. Dude, I'm trying to do the quick spin, dude.
Let's go.
Oh. Oh no. I don't know what to do about being on fire, dude.
Is that the best you could do?
Darn. Ooh.
Is that the best you could do?
No! I hate how the camera changes when that happens, dude. Because it means I end up, like, walking into it.
What's wrong with you?
Not to mention...
Die! Is that the best you can do? Take this!
Cartwheeling into him seems to put out the fire, so... Any more rations over here?
What's wrong with you?
I never re-equipped the body armor this time. Oh my god. No. Alright, we'll just go cartwheel into this guy again. Dude, stop using your frickin' fire roller skates.
Take this!
Come on! I am jealous. Hello?
Is that the best you can do? Let's go. Let's go. Is that the best you can do?
No, you.
Is that the best you can do?
I want to point out that I was mashing on the C stick, or on the right stick, and I swung once and then just stood there.
All right.
So, TLDR, just like everything else in this game, the controls suck.
What's wrong with you?
Get over here, come on. Get over here. Go ahead.
Is that the best you can do? Is that the best you can do? Let's go.
I wish I could just, like, target him and circle strafe, rather than whatever you call what the camera's doing here. Like, I want to stay facing him and back away as I guard. Not... What the f-
Take this! Is that the best you can do? Is that the best you can do?
I'm having more trouble with, like, the hitboxes, honestly, than I am, like, the iframes themselves. Stuff like that.
Let's go.
Like... The vertical slash easily seems to be the most effective at actually hitting him, but it just leads to, like, a really janky hitbox. Like right there. Which is fine, I mean, like, I understand that hitbox is difficult, but I don't really feel like I get any control over what I'm actually, like where I'm actually Like that. I swear that went through him. Okay. I guess after those two, he decided he didn't want to swing anymore.
Good work, Jack. This is where it gets interesting.
Ring, 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 banana phone.
Raiden, you have to beat Solidus. This is your last duty.
We're not just pawns in some simulation game, you know.
Yes, you are. You're nothing but mere weapons. No different from fighter jets or tanks.
What the? The old model destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
The new amphibious model is Ray.
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces to refer to Japanese warplanes during World War II.
Your code name, Raiden, too, comes from the Japanese Navy's name for one of its interceptors.
Stop it. I'm not a weapon.
Oh, really? Do you know the code name the U.S. Armed Forces used for the Japanese fighter Raiden?
It was Jack. Both of you are just weapons to be used and thrown away.
Just weapons to be used on the battlefield. Just pawns in a game, exactly as you said.
And a weapon has no right to think for itself. Now, it's time to fulfill your purpose. Defeat Solidus.
Do I have to?
Let's go. Take this. Ready to give up, Jack? What the? Take this! Over here!
Did I not?
Let's go! What the?
Dude, hit him!
Take this! Over here! Let's go! Over here! Let's go!
Dude, F off! what a fight. Another snake bites the dust. Solidus did nothing wrong, except kill my parents. He destroyed them. And I will have my vengeance in this life or the next. Alright, so what happens now? Where's the other boss fight? Or the other boss fight? Real final boss fight. Because, you know, introducing a game mechanic, the sword, I don't know, 13 hours into the game, and then making you use that on the final boss. Super cool. I suppose I could have punched him to death too, but... By to death, I mean like non-lethal. Kinda curious how that plays out. What happens if you don't kill him? You beat him with non-lethal damage? I assume that changes what happens here.
Who am I, really? No one quite knows who or what they are. The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah, a clean slate, a new name, new memories. Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you. By the way, what is that?
Dog tags.
anyone you know?
No, never heard the name before. I'll pick my own name and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on. They taught me some good things, too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word, even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry, I'll find him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid went?
How do you know her child's a he?
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up, we have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriot's identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
That isn't how computer programs work. Why do you get to know how computer programs work, Callie? Kappa. Besides the entirety of MGS4. Huh.
Snake?
What's wrong?
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah.
Must defeat Rose. Still have the handcuffs on.
I know.
Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now.
Hmm?
Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
Going to work and ignoring Arsenal is the most unrealistic thing. More unrealistic than the logic behind that disc.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. But genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
I mean, you could also choose to ignore Arsenal, but that would also be idiotic. I don't know. There's a few things in these games that are kind of, questionable. Entertaining, but...
At the stars and the sky up above, and think, what am I?
But this is gonna get muted in the VOD too.
Am I full of sorrow? Am I hurt and pain? Or am I filled with love? I walk by myself on the streets below and ask every child I know, do you think tomorrow will bring
I want to know what the hell the Lolly-Lulu is.
which one of these will show? I can't say goodbye to yesterday, my friend. I keep holding
It's the Patriots?
till the
Oh.
end. Out of the darkness,
Or they explain that at some point.
other way than the light.
People with nanomachines can't hear the word Patriot. They hear Lolly-Lulu instead. Oh. It's weird because it uses both words like...
Inner peace, not war.
I guess it just must be the NPCs that are saying it when talking to you that...
I'll find the joyfulness
Weird.
I'm looking for way back in yesterday.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Why can't each of us in the world ever see the best things in life are free? Little sounds of laughter,
Huh, interesting.
a warm hug, a smile, a kiss from you to
Makes sense. I could see for some bosses too, like Vamp,
to my knees.
maybe just in general, like ammo being
And I cry,
potentially an issue. But using the M9. But
happy ever after, please stay.
interesting. I would have expected to maybe change the end with the whole decision of do you kill him, do you not kill him? Like you're being told to kill him or whatever. And they'll continuously respawn as long as you're not full. Okay.
My friend, 'cause I know
You definitely did that on
it has been
certain fights, like the Rays.
facing forever. Here I stand, come what may. Bring the old, bring the new, yesterday. It's there that I'll find inner peace, not war, and dreams that I let slip away. I'll find the joyfulness I'm looking for way back in yesterday.
Not a big fan of this credits theme. Yeah, I saw something about that, about the, I don't remember what it was. Something about a way to tell whether the enemies have dog tags or not, or was something on the radar, or I don't know. Maybe it was in the instructions I'm thinking of. It was referenced somewhere for sure. I didn't really care about them though. They didn't seem to have like an actual use, which means that kind of let it be. That's funny. So anything else that, well, assuming that this is actually done, anything else that I should have, that I should know or that I missed, or anybody wants to comment on in terms of the gameplay or things I was being an absolute idiot for? Or
life isn't just about
I guess there's
passing on your genes.
Be a short scene still.
We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow.
Oh no.
These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Snake, you there? It's me. I've finished going over that disk.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
Hmm. $39 CODs. COD counter was correct in sub 40. Only 50 alerts. I'm very surprised. "108 persons killed, 60 rations." My controller turned off. You got a camera. Yep, all done. I think Solidus took me 3 tries. Might have been 4. Alright. Let's pull up this clip that Callie said I should watch. That's okay. Oh, I don't have the volume on. You play it.
When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button.
Awkward.
The
phrasing.
codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Yeah, so clearly I definitely noticed a few times his voice changing or whatever. Oh, the whole Colonel thing is, yeah, that makes sense. There's a ton of foreshadowing in it that the big shell is fake, nothing is what it seems. A lot of his dialogue's lifted straight from Campbell's and MGS1. I definitely noticed, like, some phrases that were the same, but I didn't, I guess I didn't notice, like, large chunks of things. Like the thing about the nanomachine stimulating the bones in your ear or whatever, like that. It's one of those things where, like, it definitely seemed similar, but not enough that I would have necessarily been able to, like, it makes sense that it'd be similar. Like, you're explaining something, you're going to explain it the same way. Yeah, I did notice that they never actually named him, they just called him Colonel. I didn't really think too much of that. In terms of, like, foreshadowing that the big show is fake, I mean, there was obviously stuff like how, like, oh, there's not really any toxins that are going to be released, and like a bunch of random comments like that. A lot of random just NPCs being like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know. I don't know. It was an interesting game, so I definitely like some of the stuff that they added over MGS1, like being able to shoot in first person. Some of the controls really bothered me in this game. Obviously, I complained about them the whole time. The cartwheel thing, I didn't really like. Stuff with, like, the sword or really any of the melee attacks, like trying to grab people also, just sometimes didn't work. It seemed to be really picky based on like what state the enemy was in when you attacked them. Ton of stuff that sticks out that Raiden questions. Colonel tells him to shut up and continue his mission. Yeah. I mean, I didn't like Raiden's attitude overall. Maybe not even his attitude. I don't know if it was attitude or if it was his voice acting or what. I didn't necessarily have a problem with everything that he said, but I didn't really... I don't know. I'm sort of indifferent to Raiden as a character, I guess. Not that he was bad, just... I don't know. Indifferent. Yeah, unmute this, so... Drop the volume. There's some background music to me talking. Trying to think of other things that really stand out. A couple janky things, like, I think it was yesterday, where, like I had to jump over that gap in at the walkway that was busted. And the first time I walked up there and I walked all around and nobody called me or anything, and I just ended up falling off. And then, like, after I died and went back there, I randomly got called and told to jump. And it's like the only time in the game when you need to do that. Like, really silly for that to be just like a one-time mechanic that it doesn't tell you about. And then, like, even when it needs to tell you about it, it sometimes doesn't tell you about it. I don't know. It was a little bit agitating. Needing to backtrack for the PSG-1 just to shoot that one stupid control unit is really kind of dumb. Especially because the PSG-1 wasn't, like, especially useful outside of that. I think there was one other fight where I used it some, though, right? Or I was picking people off. I guess you do cover Emma with a sniper, so I guess you need it there. But maybe that's not as bad. Yeah, that definitely happened, Countess, the standing next to a railing. That frustrates me, like, just because I'm standing next to a railing, I shouldn't just have my gun down in front of me. Like, when I'm aiming at eye level, it was clearly, like, above the railing. He just wouldn't hold his gun up. But the shooting was, like, way less of an issue than the other stuff. Mostly grabbing people, and honestly the grabbing people part wouldn't have even been bad if I had found the M9, like, or the silencer earlier, and I could just, like, shoot people instead. Once I got that stuff, like, a lot of the areas that I thought were really dumb and frustrating just became whatever. Yeah, the biggest enemy to me was water. I fell in the water quite a few times, and died from it quite a few times. I wish I could see how many of those CODs were due to drowning. Still kind of curious about everything that happened with Emma. Is she really dead? Like, is that really what... I don't know. This game just makes you question everything, so... Like, is what happened actually what happened? Missed out on a lot of Rose's character. Yeah, I didn't save nearly as much in this game. Since I realized how, like, the saving system works, and, like, the continues and everything, there just wasn't as much of a reason for me to save. I saw at least 3 or 4 where she asked what tomorrow is, I think, but yeah, definitely not a dozen. The fight with all the Metal Gear Rays was pretty cool. It was kind of easy, but it was a really neat fight. It was way more fun than fighting Metal Gear in MGS1. Can't believe I figured out who Pliskin was. I know, right? It was such a secret. There were definitely a few things in the game that I figured out, like, right before the game told me. Now the whole thanks DQ11 meme. The game gave you enough information to figure it out. It wasn't like it was, you know, any intuitive stretch. The ending got really cutscene heavy. I think in the last hour and a half of the game, I played for like 15 minutes, it feels like. I don't know. The cutscene before Solidus was at least like half an hour. 25 to 30 minutes. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's it for MGS2. I don't know what the plans are next. Hopefully play some DQ4 whenever that controller comes in. Otherwise... Yep, I don't know. I'll definitely want to... I did say definitely. I will most likely want to play MGS3 at some point. Taking bits on which data to go to next. I mean, it's probably going to stay in New York, but Vermont is like, you know, I live next to a lake which goes to Vermont, so it could go to Vermont. But I'll probably play MGS3 at some point, but I really had fun playing Spyro the other day. So I might play more Spyro games first. Since they're just really relaxing anyway. They're not very long. Your money's on Quebec? I mean, that's possible. It's not exactly a state, but province. Completely different country. I do only live like 30 minutes from Quebec, so it takes me about the same amount of time to get to Vermont as it does to Canada. Because to get to Vermont, I've got to wait for a ferry and take the ferry across the lake. And to go to Canada, I just need to go to the border and show my passport. So they're about like the same amount of time to get to. See if anyone's streaming that I feel like hosting. There's not really anything I want to host. I'm probably going to go watch PJ for a while. I don't really feel like hosting him at the moment. But AutoHost will probably host him anyway. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching, hanging out. Pretty fun game. And yeah. Catch you guys later.